Well, boys and girls, we are back with another freaking video, bro. Staring at my brand new 2025 Bmw S1000Rr M package. I don't even know what to say, bro. I started filming, I'm like, what am I even going to talk about? I mean, I've gotten new bikes before, you know. This is by far, like, the nicest bike I've had. Like, I mean, obviously it's the most expensive, but also just, like, everything about this bike, bro. It's just, oh, I love it so much. God, look at that thing, dude. Now, I did have the 24 S1K before this. We'll talk about that later. You guys probably remember that bike. But, dude, this is just unreal, bro. But walking out the door with a brand new freaking 25M package, I don't even know what to say, dude. Grom boy, let's go. Oh no, that's a Z. Yeah, rock it, bro. No. Looks like a new rider for sure. That's dope. He's stoked over there. Yeah, bro, let's freaking get on this thing. I don't want to sit here and I don't want to just stand here and talk about this bike. Let's get on this thing and go. Now yesterday I did take this out for a little bit, just trying to get some braking miles done so we can get it unlocked. Because as you see, we can only go to 8K right now until the braking miles are done. Yesterday I was out riding though. We had a little incident, which I will talk about in next video. I'm super bummed about it, bro, but it's like, it happens. That's life. It's part of the game, you know. But there's no like crazy damage to the bike. It's not unrideable. Like, I don't want to let it crush my spirits or nothing, because this is just this thing is unfreaking real, bro. Like, I just can't believe I'm on this bike. I bought new bikes before, you know. It's whatever, but this is just, it's different, dude. This thing is just insane. I feel like I don't belong on this. Now, I did take the liberty of getting rid of the stock mirrors. We got some Wamatech block-offs on there now. Did the tail tidy, like the whole TST tail light and all that. You know, you can't be caught dead with that kind of stuff, you know. Got a reputation to hold. You can't have a stock fender around here. Speaking of yesterday's event, which I said I will, you know, talk about later, but NBT Clothing, if you guys want to pick up some riding gear, like I got their armored pants on right now, I got their hoodie on. Pretty protected for like street riding, of course. If you use code JUSTJAKE on their website, it'll give you 15% off your entire order. You know, good quality riding gear is expensive, and even just a little discount code like that goes like a long way, because this gear will last you a long time, you know. This is gonna be a long 600 miles, dude. I want to rip so bad. Whew, sprinklers. They do be sprinkling though, you know. Obviously I didn't film a big like reveal video or anything like that. I literally bought this bike 2 hours before I had a flight to California. I literally drove to the dealership, dropped off the check, did the paperwork, and left and went and caught my flight. And I had to leave the bike at the dealership for an entire week because I didn't have time to ride it home or go pick it up or anything. So that was the longest week vacation of my entire life, just knowing this thing was sitting at the dealership just waiting for me, bro. I'm just like watching videos of it all week, ordering parts. I had like the mirror block offs, the tail tidy, everything show up while I was gone, just when I got home we could just get on it, you know. And I know what you guys are thinking. Yes, I did just have a 2024 S1000 on the channel. Dude, I'm hitting every freaking light. But yes, I did have the 24 S1000, and I also had the 25 R1. I haven't made a video about this because I didn't know like how quickly I was gonna come back to the riding, but I sold the S1K, I sold the R1. It's hard to explain, man. I'm a really just like go with the flow, you know, life has a plan type of person. And you know, like when life is throwing you signals to do something, it's usually good not to ignore those feelings. And I had a huge feeling. I was like, I should not have this R1 and the S1K in my possession anymore. And I wasn't completely done with riding. That's why like, I kept my boots, I kept my gear, some of the helmets and everything, you know, because I knew I was coming back, but I didn't know when. And I think I just felt like I really needed just a short break from the leader bikes, and it was a pretty short break. I mean, it lasted a couple months and we're back on an S1K. But it's like you never know what could have happened in that short break that I took. You know, there's definitely a reason I felt so strongly about selling those bikes. I kept the Supermoto, the Grom and everything, because those are just not criminal speed type of bikes, you know. But I don't know, I just had a crazy feeling and I had to go with that gut feeling. And with all that being said, we are back. I kind of leaked this bike on Instagram, and a lot of you have been DMing me like, I knew you'd be back soon. It's like, I honestly did not plan on shopping for a bike this soon. I mean, this in comparison to the 24 I had, obviously the 24 was a premium and it was just basically full carbon pack, and that's all it really was. And I did buy that bike used. It had like 1,300 miles or something like that, so slightly used, but definitely used. So, but no man, just getting this one hits different. I mean, walking out of the dealership with a brand new bike, M package, which I didn't have before, it feels familiar, but it still feels, I mean, so freaking good, bro. I'm sitting on a 2025 S1000. That's like up there on the list of good feelings. Brother. Yeah, I assume the next couple of videos is not going to be anything crazy. Just still working on braking. We're at 50 miles right now, dude. I need 600. Alright, we'll do the dirty right here. I mean, as far as yesterday's incident, like, I want to talk about it so bad, but I should save it for its own video, honestly. I don't want to ruin the excitement of the reveal video. What's up, brother? Dude's munching that sandwich down. That sandwich don't stand a chance. Bro, I swear, every time I get back on a 1000 after taking like some kind of break or riding other bikes and stuff, I just think like, why are these things legal? Like, who needs this kind of power? It's insane. Like, do you ever like just wake up one morning and just think like, wow, I kind of want to go 190 miles an hour today. Thank God my S1K is sitting in the garage. Yo, can I put it up here, bro? Hold up. Let me talk to you for a sec. I have that new bike paranoia where I'm always making sure it's like solid before I take my hand off of it. Yeah, dude. Dadgum. That's a motorcycle for sure. Guarantee it. But yeah, 25 M package. We do have the M forged wheels and also the carbon front hugger. And if I wanted to go all out, honestly, I could have went for the carbon wheels, but I don't know. I don't trust Utah roads, and I don't trust myself to be rolling around on carbon fiber wheels. So I like the way the M forged looks, anyways. So I'm cool with that. And one of like the bigger differences from the S1K I had, the 24, is I had the normal seat on that one, and this does have the new M seat. And this thing is just, it's so freaking wide. Like, bro, it's like hanging off the bike by that much. Like, it's wide. And when you're sitting at stoplights and stuff, it makes the bike feel a lot taller because it's kind of like spreading your legs out more. And I'm like tippy toe at stoplights now. I look like a beginner rider that can't even touch on his brand new little bike, you know. So I might throw like the normal S1K seat on there. It sits lower and I think it's a little more comfortable. I think this is my first like white motorcycle. R1 was black, S1K was black, the second R1 was black. The MT-09s were like gray and blue, whatever. But dude, first white motorcycle. Cross that off the resume. I'm gonna fall off a ledge here. My shaky ass hands. Yeah, save that for later. But I'm so stoked, guys. I'm trying to get these braking miles done as like quick as possible. I'm just going on random little rides because the second the braking's over, we're gonna go get it serviced for the first time, get some headers thrown on this thing, and then we're actually ready to start making some real content, like some real content. But right now it's just gonna be boring little rides, revving out to like 8,000, no biggie. Scared the crap out of me, bro. Yeah, man, I don't have regret selling the R1 and the S1K, but I mean, part of me was like, yeah, I probably could have held on to him for a little bit, taken a break from riding that way, and, you know, not have to go buy another bike again. But all in all, I think it turned out for the better. I mean, I'm sitting on a freaking 25M package now, so can't complain. Is that a moped? That thing's loud as hell. What is that? Oh, it is a moped. Why is that thing so loud? I was insanely close to walking out of that dealership with a V4. We were almost a Ducati guy, like super close. They had a 25 V4 at that same dealership for like pretty much the same price range. Honestly, I love the V4s. I just haven't owned one yet. And I was like, it would be kind of cool to switch it up. Like, I've already had an S1K, had the R1, and it'd be kind of cool to switch to Ducati for once, see what they're all about. And it felt weird buying another S1K after just having one, like pretty much the identical bike. But at the same time, I didn't have that S1K for too long to where I really got like my fair share of time with it, you know. I didn't put very many miles on that bike at all before getting rid of it, so I feel like I kind of robbed myself of time on an S1000, and it'd be cool to jump right into a fresh one. M package is like literally the only thing that bugged me about my previous S1000 was the fact that I wasn't the first owner, which sounds kind of bratty, like, oh, I have to have brand new. But I don't know if I have OCD or what, but I like being the first owner of bikes, and that's just, unfortunately for my bank account, that's just how I live. So, you know, I rode away from the dealership myself. It is like my bike, you know. No one else is doing the break-in for me, anything like that. I don't know, I might lose a little bit of money every time I buy vehicles, because I do buy new most of the time. That's just, it's how my brain works, dude. I like being the first owner. But bro, I kind of like the break-in process, because I don't have any reason to sit here and cut up traffic and stuff. I'm just chilling, I'm cruising, doing the speed limit with everybody else. I feel normal. Save that stuff for another day, you know. God, I love this bike, dude. It is so smooth. I remember I'd be younger and I would see people roll by on like brand new sport bikes. No matter what they were, I would just geek the hell out. And I'd always be like, man, that's gonna be me one day, you know. That's gonna be me. Living it now is such an incredible feeling. I don't even know how to describe it. Like I'm breaking in my brand new freaking M package S1000. It's insane, dude. Dude, just seeing the reflection of this bike and like other cars and stuff, it looks so crazy. Oh god, I'm having a moment. Well boys, there she is. It's gonna take a while for this one to settle in. Honestly, this one, I don't know why it's hitting a little bit different, but God, I'm so stoked. But yeah, we got the Wamatech block offs here, and we got the TST tail light, the closeout, that I threw these spools on too. That's it for now. Love the Gillies rear sets with the carbon guard there. Anyways guys, that's it for this video. Next video we will talk about the little incident that the S1K was in. I mean, it's a crappy situation. Obviously there's no actual damage on the bike or anything. It was just a real eye-opener thing, and I'll make a whole video about that next, but I'll see you guys in that video. Peace out.